This happened in Caracas, Venezuela. This lady said that she went to this Catholic school when she was younger. It was actually an old convent and they had to live there, so during the day they had classes, in the afternoon they had activities, and around 9 p.m. they all went to bed. She explains how the buildings were really old, so sometimes in the middle of the night if you had to go anywhere, like, it was a little spooky. When she got there, she did make some friends, and she said that those girls explained to her this urban legend that had been going around. She was told to never go to the restroom by herself after 3 in the morning. If you did go to the restroom by yourself after 3 in the morning, the devil would come knocking 3 times in your stall. If you open the door, the devil is gonna take you and you would never be seen again. However, if you didn't open the door, then something horrible would happen to one of your family members. She never believed in any of those urban legends, but she will admit that she was terrified of going to the restrooms in the middle of the night. There had been a couple of times where she had to go to the restroom, but she would just wait and hold it in until morning time. However, this particular night, she couldn't hold it in. So in this school, there were 2 girls to every room. She said that she was lucky because the girl that was put in her room, Monica, became her best friend. However, Monica was a very heavy sleeper. So this night, she really wanted Monica to go with her to the restroom, but Monica was not waking up. Because she really needed to use the restroom, she gave up on Monica and decided to go by herself. As she's walking through the hallways to get to the restroom, she says that the lights were so dim, it was very eerie, but once she got to the restrooms, the lights were very bright and she got some comfort out of that. So she ends up going to the second stall and she does her business. She only had to pee, so she said that she was very quick and she wasn't really thinking about anything in particular. Like, she wasn't scared, she was just doing her business and happy that she was able to relieve herself. So as she's, wiping, getting her underwear back on, she says that the lights went out. Everything just went to complete darkness. She screamed so loud when the lights went out that she had to just stop herself because she thought it was so ridiculous. Like, why did I just scream like that? She was like, it's an electrical problem, obviously. Why did I just scream like that? I wonder if anybody heard me. However, it was in that moment where she can hear with clarity how somebody was walking towards where she was in that stall. She said the steps were very heavy and she was getting ready to open that door and run out of there. But before she could even open that door and just run out, that's when she heard the 3 knocks. 3 very hard knocks outside her stall door, and she didn't know what to do. The amount of fear that she felt in that moment, she had never felt before. It was also in the moment where she really just screamed out loud and didn't care if anybody were to hear her. She also thought, what if they were playing a prank on me? But she didn't hear anybody laughing from the other side of the stall. I mean, you would think if she screamed that loud, obviously she got scared, prank over, let's laugh about it. No, she heard nothing. She was also like, I didn't hear any footsteps running or anything like that. And as she's thinking about all of this is when she heard those 3 knocks again. In that moment, she remembered the urban legend. If I open the door, I would be taken. If I don't open the door, something would happen to my family. She admits that in the moment, she really couldn't think clearly. The terror she was feeling was clouding her judgment. And again, 3 more knocks, and she was just so scared. She didn't know what to do. She couldn't even see what was on the other side, but she debated on opening that door because she didn't want anything to happen to her family. But again, she was so scared, she didn't move. She was thinking of her options, and out of nowhere, the lights just came back on. She never heard anybody walk away, and when the lights came back on, she even looked underneath to see if there was anybody out there, and she didn't see anybody. She opened the stall door very slowly, but the entire restroom was vacant. There was nobody in there. She got out of the restroom and went running straight to her bedroom. She jumped in her bed and covered herself from head to toe, and she admits that she could not sleep that entire night. She also didn't tell anybody about what happened because she was too scared to relive it again. 4 days after that incident in the restroom, she was called into the office because something tragic had happened. Her father passed away. Apparently it was an accident. When he was walking down the street, somebody ran him over. She obviously went home so that she could be with her family, but she didn't have the heart to tell them about the incident that happened at school. She knows that if she told anybody, they would just tell her that it was a coincidence and it had nothing to do with this urban legend. But she says that not a day goes by that she doesn't feel that guilt of not opening the door and having whatever it was take her instead of her dad. She is so mad at herself for being so scared in that moment and wishes she had just opened that door so that it could have taken her instead.